Her eyes are like crystals that reflect the light shining into them with such intensity that I have studied galaxies in them. I have looked into those eyes for an eternity and I can watch them forever longer because they just never seem to run out of meaning. Have you seen water running over a bed of pebbles? That's what I see in those eyes, in those swirling rivers of hazel that pull me into their depths where I discover a world full of light and reflection, where abstraction is the norm, reason is forgotten, where time and space are all relative, and I learn to appreciate the beauty of the simplest things. She might sit there quietly and not speak a word, but those eyes can shine a thousand emotions like a torrent and sweep me away to a place known only to me. Or she could muse incessantly about poetry and art and other wondrous things, and I'd sit there not hearing a word of what she was saying because those eyes could light up like bonfires caught in the wind, twisting and turning and forming amazing shapes, mesmerizing. I remember the first time I saw her eyes, glinting in the tiny bit of morning light coming through the window, so eager they absorbed every shred of knowledge and picked every word. As I sat there, somewhere in the dark, looking at the sheer spectacle, she turned. And her eyes caught mine momentarily, and in that fraction of a second, the rest of the world dissolved and melted away, but I had come alive. All that mattered was being there, in that moment, alone with her. Those large eyes follow no matter where I go, through classroom presentations and traffic locked streets, through the nervous examinations of life and all its fallacies. They are the beacons in the crowd that guide me. They confide in me all the little secrets and bits of gossip of office woes, deadlines and eccentric bosses, of heartbreaks, love affairs and convoluted histories. They are an endless stream of anecdotes and stories while we spend days hanging out in cafes, bars, and shady roadside eateries on dusky hilltops and crowded trains and under ancient banyan trees, laughing for hours on end until the sun sinks and the stars arrive. When she cries, teardrops fall like the rain, and I'm drunk in those eyes as we stood in the pouring rain under an umbrella. I'm holding her close and her face is wet, but it's not because of the rain. As I feel her sodden eyes slowly wash away my pain, I try to console her. I tell her it's all right, and I tell her to stop crying, but inside I wish those melancholy eyes would never stop gushing, those pearly beads streaming down her cheeks, leaving a trail leading down to her chin, because there's something in the way those eyes look up at me. It's as if they can transfer what they feel wirelessly. It's black magic telepathy. For I have cried when I've seen her tears without asking why, and I have laughed when I've seen them smile, gleaming in rapture, oblivious to the world. In her eyes, I see a reflection of myself, an image that never changes through all the laughter and the pain, through all those crazy evenings as I realize our lives interconnecting. And no, it doesn't mean we are dating. For what I am to her, she is to me, and her eyes will always illuminate me. Thank you.